we used to go to, there was a family, they called them the Bromstick. It happened to be the parents of the teacher who, of our teacher. His name was Butcher, incidentally. They were in charge of Palam. Now, Palam is a sort of a platform on two boats that, and it's attached to a cable that goes across the river. And
it's a ferry, it sounds like.
Sort of. Well, it's sort of a ferry, yeah. But it's powered by people.
Pulling the rope. It's a raft on the river.
All you do is pull on the cable, and the boat, which has a platform big enough for even a horse and buggy to stand on.
It's like a raft.
Yeah, like a raft. And we used to. That's the way we used to go across the river, and that was their job to maintain that. Anyhow, our house was sort of open all the time to people. And how do you spend your evenings? You used to go to that particular place, just sit around and talk, and the people would get together and just spend the time there. And kids, somehow there was a deck of cards, and I learned how to play cards over there. So those were some of
much different games than they have here?
Well, they had different games, which I've forgotten how to play them even, but they used to have those they used to have cards. And another thing I remember is you couldn't, they didn't have any thread, for instance. There were seamstresses in the family, but they weren't able to sew anything because they didn't have any thread. And I remember somehow they get some old clothes, that knitted type of garments, that they were able to
unravel
and use the thread. That was one of the things I remember. And they had, I used to see the Gentile part of the town, of course, with the landowners, or the peasants, whether they owned land or not, they worked it, and they'd grow corn and so forth, and we used to see that. And they would grow flax for making
rope.
Yeah, and they had a very primitive way of loosening up the I don't know what you call it. We used to call it clutch. You take away the cover, you sort of beat it on some kind of a thing until it comes apart, and you end up with something that you could spin into the yarn. See, it's very primitive, but that's the way we used to do it there. So well, I don't know what else I could tell you.
No, that's plenty. My arm's getting tired and I'm running. My battery's running down.
Okay.
Thank you.